Welcome back to my channel, goddesses. So today I'll be showing you how I completed this beautiful fall look. And if you want to know how I did it, stay tuned. So I just did my eyebrows off camera. I'll probably come back and fill this little part in. Don't pay attention to my buns. They're just, I slept on them. So anyways, I'll be using my Nars concealer in the color Macaco. I don't really know, but I'm running low on it and I broke the thing, so I've just been using this to put on my foundation. Kind of janky, but hey, it works, right? Like whatever. But if you guys want a skin routine, let me know because I get a lot of compliments on my skin. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and apply this everywhere the janky way. Okay, now that my foundation is blended out pretty seamlessly, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put on this like Prep and Prime MAC like highlighting thing. It's like basically a primer for your highlight, and I'll just go into my areas and just do my little dot method just to stop. That's so ignorant. Oh my god, that's so ignorant. Anyways, so I'll be using my MAC, the same thing I use underneath my brows because I'm not really looking for anything too dramatic, and do that same dot method with the concealer, the same exact thing. And if I feel like, sometimes I will use my Shape Tape just to put, I just mix a lot of colors together basically is what I'm saying, and just put little dots, like little dots in between like that, and I'm gonna blend this baby out just like this. And I just go into like a curve motion all the way up to like my hairs right there and right beside my nose, just like that. And I'll just be gently patting. So now that that's all blended out, I'll be using the Revolution's Luxuries baking powder in banana to bake with. And my only dislike is that you have to kind of like put it in the cap and apply the powder that way. I use the same sponge brush and go underneath my eyes. Everywhere that you highlight is where you're gonna put the powder. And I have really dry skin, so I tend not to put too much powder on because it will just make it look extra cracky. Is that a word? Is cracky a word? Anyways, so I just put it in all the spots that that I highlight with, and I'll be back in the jiffy. All right, now that we're all baked up, we're gonna go ahead and get into the little fall eyeshadow. And for me personally, the thing that I love about fall is all the dark colors and turtlenecks and burgundies. So I'll be using Dare to Create Morphe palette, and has 39A, so it's 39 delicious colors. If you haven't noticed, this is my favorite palette. So I'm thinking about using browns and maybe like this little purple color in the middle. I mean at the end, the middle. I don't know my direction. So I'm thinking about using this as my transition color. I cannot talk today. Excuse me. My transition color, and then moving up into the brown family, and then coming back to this purple right here. We'll see what we'll make out of it. So first and foremost, get these brushes out for you guys. Probably should have did that first, but whatever. And I like to do this while I'm baking. I don't know, I like to do it while I'm baking. So I'll be using, this is like the travel packet from Morphe. As you can tell, I love Morphe. Since I'm a flight attendant, it's just easier to do like travel stuff. So I'll be using like this little crease fluffy brush for the transition. I can get this bad boy open. Okay. So after dipping the transition color, again, it's this color right here. We're gonna go ahead and get that on the eye. So it's this beautiful orange color. Now if you're lighter, I suggest using the lighter color, And if you're darker, use the color that's right next to it. But it's just an easy color to get our colors to like blend together and blend seamlessly to one another. But yeah, I'm just adding this color all over the eyelids, concentrating on this crease right here. It's already a pretty color, but yeah. All right, and now using this same brush because I just don't like going back and forth with my brushes. I'm just not that type of girl. So we're gonna go ahead and use this brown that you see right here, right across from the transition color we used right here. And we're gonna dip that, and we're gonna focus on our eyelids for this part. So when I think about fall, I think about dark, smoky colors. So yeah, we're concentrating on the eyelid, gently patting it on. And if you want it deeper, keep going back and forth with the brown color. Again, just gently putting it on the eyelid. See, we haven't gone into the transition color above the crease. We're just focusing on the eyelid and deepening it right now. And I just go back and forth until I get like the desired kind of like smoked out look that I like. And then right across from that, we're gonna use this purple right here to deepen it up even more. Y'all, I already know I'm so corny, but y'all have chosen to stay with me. So we're gonna go in this corner right here and back and forth strokes, like so, deepening it. See, we're going to see how we're already getting that little smoke effect. I just really love dark, smoky eyes for fall. It's kind of like romantic, and we're just going back and forth with the brush. And this is going to be our finished look. I'm just like one of those muddy kind of artists. I just prefer my work to look kind of like rough around the edges, really smoked out. And if you want, you can actually add this like orange tone right here to tone it out a little bit, to give it a little bit more separation, like so. And again, just blending it out. So it looks sort of like this. And wait till we put these lashes on, because this we're about to slay. After we put on the lashes, this is what your look should look like. We're gonna go ahead and get off this stuff off our face. So what I use this e.l.f. powder brush, but I broke it, and I just go into circles, wiping off all the setting powder and blending it kind of in my skin. So we're gonna be using this MAC finishing powder in dark. As you can see, I'm definitely hitting pan on that, and we're just gonna go back over. We're gonna move on to this lovely bronzer. It's in Maui Nights, Becca Cosmetics. This was a gift from my dear friend, and we're gonna be using the Eco Tools brush to cut those cheeks, contour it, and I'll be right back. There's the bronzer, and then my favorite part, the highlighting. So I'll be using the Anastasia Glowkit in Amber Gold because it really complements this bronzer in my opinion. Where did I put my... but yeah, we'll be using Amber Gold in that collection. And I like to do my nose first, then my Cupid's bow, back to the nose, and right here in the cheeks. Alright, and I know you're thinking, oh, we're done. We're not. So I'm gonna go ahead and because my face feels kind of dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and use Mario's skincare spray and the facial spray in cucumber aloe, so the green one, basically my travel one. And I just, oh my god, they're relief. Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, it feels so good, guys, because this stuff is so drying. But I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna go back to the eyes and then back to the lips. Here, we're gonna dip back into this purple and apply it underneath our eyes. Are completely finished. I'm just gonna add some more highlight in right above the eyebrow bone, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to these lips. So I'll be using this NK lip pencil in the color, it's probably upside down, in the color Plum to outline my lips before we put this this lip on. So this is what your lips should look like. After you completed the lip liner. Completed, what am I saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of Trust Issues in the middle. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Anastasia clear eyebrow gel, just to make sure that my brows go nowhere. I like to do this towards the ends. Don't ask why. I just want to make sure. I don't know, because I typically forget after I do my eyebrows to go ahead and add that gel on there. But yeah, add that gel. And like I said before, we're gonna put some highlight underneath our eyebrows to give that give it some more pop. If I can find my brush, that'd be great, huh? Don't know why that was open. Flat end Morphe brush. Don't pay attention to the other side. And going in with the Bobbi Brown bronze gold glow, excuse me, underneath that eyebrow, like so, just to give it a little more pop. Okay, guys, this look is coming together beautifully. All right. Are you feeling it? Yes. All right, goddesses, this is the completed look. I want to thank you all for watching. I love you all so, so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I love you, goddesses.